This is how crazy it is. I told these niggas that I'm charged with 10% of every day.
Because you ain't signed an affidavit. Something happened, you came out the car because you ain't signed an affidavit.
So she eats the way she wants. Like, she'll send me, like, this weekend, she went to the farmer's market, and she got, like, chickpeas and spinach and quinoa and like...
Stamp! So you're all set.
Okay. You said I have to go to the, down to the revenue department, what you were saying earlier? Oh, I'm just good.
Yeah, you're filing a few waivers, so you're all
Okay, all right, man. Appreciate it. Have a great one.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, so apparently Mr. Jenkins from the fictitious U.S.A.R. Moorish government has filed a lawsuit because he can't get his vehicle back. Now, what makes these individuals from U.S.A.R. and quite frankly all Moorish sovereign citizen groups and governments an absolute joke is the fact that they'll use the same court system that they claim don't have jurisdiction. They'll use that same U.S. court system to file a lawsuit and try to gain and win U.S. dollars. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, the very same United States court system that they claim don't have jurisdiction, they'll use in their favor to try to get monetary gain. Mr. Jenkins and all the individuals in his fictitious government are absolute jokes. When getting locked up and his car was taken, he was screaming at people, "Hey, what's your nationality? You don't have jurisdiction over me. I'm a Moorish American." So it goes from that to now using the very court system that you don't respect and claim don't have jurisdiction. You want to use that very same court system to now try and sue because you can't get your vehicle back? That is an absolute joke. Now, first and foremost, Mr. Jenkins, your lawsuit is going to get thrown out. That's number one. Number two, why didn't you file a lawsuit in a U.S.A.R. in the U.S.A.R. court system? Why are you filing a lawsuit in the very court system that you claim don't have jurisdiction? So they have jurisdiction to pay you monetary gains if you win your lawsuit, but and then on the other hand, they don't have jurisdiction when it's time to detain you or lock you up. You can't have it both ways. Why aren't you filing a lawsuit in the U.S.A.R. court system? Why are you running to the United States court system? You are a joke, and your lawsuit is going to get thrown out. You make things harder on yourself. All you have to do to gain your vehicle back is, number one, pay the impound fees, because the towing yard doesn't work for free. And number two, get your vehicle registered the correct way. If this isn't a wake-up call for you, you are totally lost. You cannot gain access to your vehicle because you refuse to register it the correct way. Now, any smart individual will be smart enough to realize that that all of the insurance and the fictitious plates and the fictitious driver's license that was issued to you through your fictitious government is all illegitimate. Any smart person will wake up and figure that out. You are now suing to try and get your vehicle back rather than just paying the tow fee and registering your car the right way. You are now suing in the very court system that you claim don't have jurisdiction over you. You, my friend, are a joke. The rest of the world is laughing at you and your foolishness, and your lawsuit is going to get thrown out. You will not get a monetary gain behind the officers towing your car rightfully, as the email stated from John Fine. They issued the tickets accordingly, and the police will not recognize U.S.A.R plates and licenses. That's what the email said from John Fine. So rather than registering your car the right way, you now want to run to the court system that you claim don't have jurisdiction. You are a joke, and it is a shame that people are actually out there following you. This is a clear indication that all of that crap that was issued to you through your fictitious government is all illegitimate, and you need to get proper registration and you need to, your license is suspended. You need to clear that up, because this is going to keep happening to you. And trust me, you are not going to win your lawsuit in the very court system that you claim don't have jurisdiction over you. And in the video, you're happy because they stamped it yes. In the U.S. court system, when you are issuing papers, they timestamp it. That's what a real government does. What does your government do in their court system? Oh, that's right. They don't have one because your government is fictitious. Answer this question. Why didn't you file a lawsuit in the U.S.A.R court system?
Oh, you can say that again, ma'am?
Fraudulent. It's fake.
Fraudulent is fake?
Yes.
Okay.
You have another real license or another form of ID?
That's
in the state of New Jersey.
Are you discriminating against my government driver's license?
It's not a valid license in the state of New Jersey.
It is a valid.
What you want? You want to let the YouTube?
I can show y'all the videos from my governor. I ain't gonna say nothing.
It's over. They already got their mind made up. The law don't care how they feel.
There's no
the law, we line up with the law.
No, it's fake. It's 90 votes.
Yeah, okay, if it's fake, then how come in the New Jersey state charter it says the province? It don't say state of New Jersey.
All right, can I speak to us? Can y'all get a supervisor out here?
Is this your birthday? 6/17?
How about you hang up? Listen. How about you hang up?
This my governor.
Your governor.
Can y'all get a supervisor out here, please?
Don't matter. You want the supervisor, that's all right. You got a right to talk to.
You sure you want Sergeant Kilroy here?
Yeah.
Because he's going to run you for warrants.
You could get any sergeant out here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right, you don't care.
Dante is your first name?
Y'all better call Sergeant Mike
for
from
name?
I don't have to answer none of that. What a sergeant? You could get the sergeant, please?
No.
She just said no.
Then don't. You gotta report it. That's good. Because
Took an oath. Y'all took an oath to uphold the Constitution, right?
You just following. You sound like a dummy.
Huh?
You following somebody else's word?
Look.
Ask him what? Ask him what?
Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
I don't have to answer you. You're not in person. How about that?
Did you take an oath to the Constitution?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
You have a, I know.
Did you
All right, so here's the deal. Obviously, we towed it because I guess it had fictitious plates on there and no insurance was provided. So basically, in order to release this vehicle to you, we would have to just see proof that you have a state's registration, a valid state's registration.
We're a national government, so I think it's a learning curve, right? So you guys are not educating yourself. You're just trying to just say, oh, you see some plates, oh, it don't come in our system, so it's fake. But the law doesn't say that. The law doesn't say that. You can't quote me a law that says that. You see what I'm saying? So it's people, it's a
if the tag doesn't come back to a valid registration in one of the 50 states of the United States of America, it is considered fictitious. And
to who?
To the state of New Jersey.
So that's your state, right? So I have my own, we have our own jurisdiction, which is a province, okay? Which is well recognized.
Hang on one second. Let me just explain my thing, and I'm going to tell you who you can go to complain about this. But from what we towed the car from, we need valid license plates from one of the 50 states in the United States of America. We need to see valid registration for one of those states and insured by a company that it provides insurance.
Okay, so I just showed you valid insurance, which a company has, right? And I showed them that my vehicle. No, the company is not myself. What are you talking about?
Let me see what company it is. Show me what company it is.
I didn't read the paper. Why? It's your job to read this. It's not me. My job to show you what company it is. It's my job to show you my documents.
Insured by you.
Of course, but what's the company of my insurance? What do you mean?
What? You liable insurance?
You want to look it up before you cancel something off. You should do your due diligence and looking it up before you just.
Well, that still doesn't resolve the registration issue.
My registration is right here,
sir. That's not a valid place. It has to be a state in the United States.
So my registration is right here,
sir. That's not a valid place. It has to be a state in the United States.
So are you discriminating against my state? Because my state is United States of America, Republic. Are you saying that's a fake state?
Not discriminating on anything.
So you're saying that's fake. I just need you to clear it up.
Excuse me, Mr. Jenkins. Let me give you some clarification on this email because your comprehension level is very, very low. It is my understanding that the vehicle stop had a Moorish national license plate, not a state of New Jersey or other state. The officers issued the summons accordingly. That's a very direct statement. The officers issued the summons accordingly, meaning that they were in the right to do so. Point blank, period. Okay? They were right to issue you the tickets because you had your fictitious Moorish license plates on the vehicle. As I stated before in our meeting, we enforce the laws that are put before us by the governor, legislator, guided by our attorney general and the prosecutor. When we spoke, I advised you that the Attorney General's office is a place to contact, being our officers will not acknowledge a Moorish national license or license plate. I'll read that again. When we spoke, I advised you that the Attorney General's office is a place to contact, being our officers will not acknowledge a Moorish national license or license plate. Our officers will not acknowledge a Moorish national license or license plate. You cannot gloss over that. You must comprehend what that sentence is saying. Okay, Mr. Jenkins? Officers in the state of New Jersey, or any state for that matter, any state for that matter, will not and do not acknowledge Moorish national licenses or license plates. They have all been deemed fictitious along with your U.S.A.R issued driver's license. Okay? Officers will not acknowledge any of that stuff. Call C. Cannon Bay and get a refund. Okay? The stuff that he is selling you are not being recognized by law enforcement. I don't want to hear all that nonsense. Well, they don't have jurisdiction. Well, if they don't have jurisdiction, then I don't want to see you suing in the court that you claim don't have jurisdiction over you. Okay? What you're trying to do here is ridiculous. You're trying to sue in a court that you claim that doesn't have jurisdiction. That is ridiculous. Read the email, comprehend it correctly. The officers will not acknowledge a Moorish nation license or license plate. Point blank, period. It has all been deemed fictitious. The officers on the street even told one of your group members that. Why can't you get it through your thick skull? Just call C. Cannon Bay. Tell him, hey, show him the email. This is proof. You show him the email, and if he is a righteous businessman, after you show him this email, he'll issue you a refund. You take that refund, you go to the New Jersey DMV, you get your car registered the right way, you get your car insured the right way, you clear up your license issue, and you will be good. You won't have any of these headaches. Because when you was in one of them offices talking to the people, telling them that you wanted to get your car back, you sound like you were about to cry. You can save yourself the heartache. Okay? As I stated before, you probably got high blood pressure behind all of this. You got kids, brother. Okay? They need you around. Do not let this kill you. Do not let this Moorish nonsense put so much stress on you that it kills you. You are causing unnecessary stress to yourself because you want to ride around with Moorish, with fictitious U.S.A.R license plates and driver's licenses. This is stress you don't need. Okay? Call C. Cannon Bay. Say, hey, C. Cannon, these police out here, they're not recognizing our license plates or our licenses. Show him this email. And if he is a righteous brother that is truly trying to uplift fallen humanity, he will give you a refund. And when you get that refund, you then take that same money and you go to the DMV. And then you call Geico and say, hey, Geico, I got this car I want to get insured, okay? Because that you liable crap is fictitious as well, okay? All of that stuff is bogus. Nobody's recognizing it, okay? The email clearly tells you that. You must comprehend what you read. That is very important. And if you can't comprehend properly what you're reading, then have somebody else read it to you. You know what? I'm going to be like your big brother. This is why I'm reading it to you now, okay? Officers will not acknowledge a Moorish nation license or license plate. This is coming from your big brother, True Science 151. They will not recognize a Moorish nation license or license plate. And the officers issued you the summonses accordingly. They were in the right to do so. That's it. Show this email to your president, C. Cannon Bay. And if he's a righteous man that is truly out there to uplift fallen humanity, he will give you a refund. All of that stuff that you guys are selling on your websites have all been deemed fictitious. Point blank, period. Now take a look at this. This was before Mr. Jenkins' car got towed. You can tell he loves this Nissan. Look at him showing off his fictitious plates. Those very same fictitious plates is the reason he doesn't have his car now. Mr. Jenkins, just register your car the right frickin' way. Please save yourself the heartache. This is already getting ridiculous.
This is how crazy it is. I told these niggas that I'm charged with taking shit and everything.
Because you ain't signed the affidavit. So I'm happy you came out the car because you ain't signed the affidavit.
So she eats the way she wants. Like, she'll send me, like, this weekend, she went to the farmer's market, and she got, like, chickpeas and spinach and quinoa and rice.
Stamp!
So you're all set.
Okay. You said I have to go to the, down to the revenue department, what you were saying earlier? Oh, I'm just good.
Yeah, you're filing a few waivers, so you're all
Okay,
set.
all right, man. Appreciate it. Have a great one.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, you know what, Mr. Jenkins? I got an idea. Instead of trying to sue the United States, maybe you should be suing your own fictitious government for issuing you fictitious stuff in the first place. Because you were under, when you purchased all of that stuff, the license, the insurance, and the plates, you were under the assumption that it was all legitimate. So now that you found out from numerous sources that the stuff you purchased was illegitimate, why don't you just sue Cannon Bay? Or you better yet, ask for your refund first, and then if he gives you a hard time, just sue him. You know, and you're gonna have to sue him in the U.S.A.R court. So I don't know how that's gonna work because you guys don't have courts. But you look like a straight fool trying to now sue the United States for taking your car away from you, and they were actually right in doing so, even according to the email from John Fine. So you're just going to get laughed out of court, and it's absolutely ridiculous that you're trying to sue in a court that you claim has no jurisdiction. I think you need to take your issue up in the U.S.A.R court and sue Cannon Bay for issuing you all of this fictitious stuff in the first place. That's just some advice from me to you.